The 5S method uses an orderly workplace and visual cues to reduce waste and optimize productivity. Cleaning up and better organizing our space in Lab 208 has made a positive difference.
The way it's made it more efficient is there's a space for everything. Everything has a name. We have multiple users in that facility, and so it's made it a lot easier to know where to go, know where everything is, and to do our work.
Where did 5S come from? 5S originated in Japanese business environments. The original 5S's are Japanese words: seri, seitan, seiso, seiketsu, and shitsuke. In America, these principles have been translated to sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain, and they describe how to organize and maintain a workspace. Sort. This involves going through tools, furniture, materials, and equipment in the work area and removing those that are unnecessary. It results in less time spent looking for an item, less distraction by unnecessary items, workspace that is easier to inspect, increased available useful space, improved safety since hazards are removed. It's especially important in small shared spaces. How we do it. Look at all the items in a space and determine whether it's useful or necessary to have them there. Remove the unnecessary items. If there are unnecessary items that can't be removed immediately, tag them for easy removal later. Keep the workspace clear of materials except for those in use for production.
So when we started sorting through the lab, we knew the strict purposes for the lab were for our actinium campaigns and for like radium lead generators. So we have a CGMP side and a non-CGMP side. So we knew what the purpose for the lab was the first, like, what are we using this lab for? And then once we figured that out, we figured out what we needed for the lab and what would work ergonomically and what did we need. So when we started going through everything, is this something we need for prepping for an actinium campaign? Is this something we need for prepping for a radium lead generator? Is this something we need for prepping any sort of reagents? Yes, okay, we're gonna keep it. No, we're gonna get rid of it.
Set in order. This means finding the best places to keep necessary items so they can be easily accessed when needed. Doing this makes the workflow smoother and easier. This step can also be used to improve ergonomics. How we do it. Catalog items and discuss who uses them, where, and how frequently. Arrange workstations so that all tools and equipment are close by and easy to reach. Tools should be in a logical order for the work performed. The items that are used most often should be closest to the workspace. Place them so they can be easily found and picked up. Give them fixed locations using labels, marks, or other visual cues so it's easy to return them to their proper spot and easy to see if something is missing. If necessary, add storage.
One of the things that we have done since we started the set in order is we've added visual cues. This has helped a lot in our training. So when we get new people in, we have came up with lists. So if they go into the lab, they know exactly where to get all their equipment. So all of our drawers and cabinets are labeled along with the list. So if they come in needing to prep a column for a process for CGMP, they know to go to the green section and they can look on the list and look for the column prep materials and they'll know exactly where to go.
Shine. This means cleaning the workspace, tools, and machinery on a regular basis, as well as planning ahead for maintenance. This keeps the workplace safe, clean, and inviting. It also makes problems easier to spot, fix, or even prevent, and it decreases work stoppages. How we do it. Clean the workspace on a regular schedule. Inspect the workspace and equipment while cleaning. Standardize. This standardizes the processes we use to sort, order, and clean the workspace. Establishing procedures and schedules make it easy to keep following the first 3 5 practices. How we do it. Develop a work structure that makes the new 5 practices part of a routine. Make sure everyone knows what parts of sorting, organizing, and cleaning they're responsible for. Use photos, instructions, and other visual cues to help keep items in the right places. use checklists for cleaning and other tasks.
The standardized step of 5S, it allows us to keep the first 3 steps in order, and it allows us to create standardization across the labs, so that way an employee going from one lab to the next or working in the same lab every day, it makes it a safer environment for them where they can find their stuff, put it back where it came from, and keep their work area clean.
Sustain. For the system to work, employees and management must make it a habit, ultimately doing it without being told. 5S should be part of the culture of an organization. How we do it. Have ongoing training sessions for staff and management. Regularly audit to make sure the standards are being followed. Use worker input to continuously make improvement.
You know, ultimately 5S is making our group more efficient, and that efficiency leads to increased reliability in our processes and increased safety. So overall, you know, I think the implementation of the 5S has gone really well, and I look forward to further continuous improvement for this.